Hi guys, I just wanted to pop in this week and talk briefly. I'll try to make it briefly. Sometimes I just keep rambling, don't I? About really tuning in and finding the joy in the now. I know there's already a section in the course talking about this, but I just wanted to kind of bring it up again for you guys and put it at the forefront of your journey. I think a lot of the times it's just completely underestimated the power that really bringing joy back into your life um, can have on your actual fertility journey. So, working one-on-one with clients, I've had a lot of times like, well, how do I find the joy? What do you mean by joy? Like, like, I don't understand. And sometimes we just overthink it, right? Sometimes we feel that joy has to be this like big experience, like our wedding day or going on a big trip. And the reality is, it's just the little things that we probably don't do anymore because of either life or because of our fertility struggles. We've literally um, just like lost the time to do the things that bring us joy. One, because we're so consumed with this fertility struggle, and all of our extra time goes to, listening to podcasts, reading books, doing courses, like you're here in this course, but you know what I mean? And you're here listening to the podcast, but just being all consumed with that. And for the most part, I know for my journey, it wasn't joyful, and even though I listened to a lot of podcasts driving to the fertility clinics, because my clinics were like over an hour and a half away, and that's literally what got me to my natural pregnancy. um, it took me a long time to just have that be good enough, right? That, let's say, hour and a half or maybe 3 hours where I was just driving, and so okay, I that's fine. I could just listen to that, but not get home and keep googling or keep consuming myself that I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm not doing enough on my diet, and maybe I'm not doing enough on my supplementation or my meditations or all that type of stuff. And the real truth is that you have to take inspired action, but you have to kind of realize when you have done enough research and that you are doing enough. You have found your perfect fertility diet. You have really stepped into the subconscious work and the inner work that you need to do in a positive, healthy way, meaning that you're just not going down a checklist and going, okay, I've done my affirmations, I've done this, I've done that. You really take that time. Like, it's more important to sit for 10 minutes and be truly engaged in that 10 minutes than do an hour of just like tick, 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 tick. I've done it, I've done it. But really, you're just like being that type A person and just like going through it to go through it, right? Um, there's a previous podcast episode, and I'm pretty sure it's within the formula within the community, talking about why your affirmations aren't working and how to really tap in and start changing those beliefs. Um, so it's really allowing yourself to surrender, which that will be its whole little other episode of how to surrender, surrendering that you are doing enough, that you know enough, that you are getting the right guidance. I've had a client admit to me that she's literally working with two coaches. One is more based IVF, and I think does have a functional team within her program, me. And then she decided to do a discovery call with another fertility coach that's out there. And it wasn't a pleasant discovery call. And her husband was like, why you have your support. Just know that that's enough, right? The precious time that you are putting into either doing this course or listening to the podcast or working with me one-to-one, or even having other support, whether that be in the medical field or a licensed therapist or any of those, is enough. You don't have to be doing it all the time. That is not, I don't want to say it's not going to fix your fertility, but it's not going to have the desired effect. Even like the acupuncture, right? I have a lot of clients I'm going to acupuncture every single week. I'm doing vitamin packs. I'm doing, whatever else that you're doing. And I'm like, well, where's the time and money for just going to get a massage? Where's the time and money to go out on a date with your husband at an expensive restaurant that maybe you would never do, but always wanted to do? Where's the time and the money to bring that joy? And even though acupuncture can be super relaxing and reflexology, and I always loved my time in there, did it bring me joy? I'm not sure. I wouldn't necessarily call it joy, but it depends on like who you're working with. Sometimes that is joy for you. Sometimes that is like really impactful. But really looking at your life and bringing those small things back in. So hanging out with friends and family is joy if you really love it. If you don't like your friends and family, then obviously not joy. Reading a book that literally has nothing to do with self-improvement or fertility. Maybe you love dirty romance novels in the past and you don't do that anymore because there's not enough time. You're spending your time doing other things. Just anything really that brings you joy and doesn't have necessarily an end result. You're not doing it for any specific reason other than you like doing it. It brings you joy. So one of the girls in the courses, you can listen to the whole group coaching session, but she wanted to do hair removal on her bikini line, and she didn't know if this was something that she should do during her fertility journey. And all the advice out there is literally just don't do it when you're pregnant. But that is joy. That is going to bring her joy. It's something that she's wanted to do for herself. And that is going to be very joyful. Like, I'm a little bit jealous. I can't wait till I can get hair removal in certain areas, right? So not doing the things that you really want to do because of infertility all the time really sucks the joy out of your life. Not planning the trip, or maybe planning, I remember going on a vacation around like Amsterdam, we like Northern Europe, and it was amazing. But I started like medical treatment during it. I brought my needles over and I was like starting to poke myself. And I remember being on the phone with the clinic, and it was like, I look back and just go, fuck, why didn't you just wait another month, wait another 2 months to just be able to enjoy that trip? And, when you came back, start the treatment. Would that 2 months have made any difference? Absolutely not. And it did take a little bit of the joy out of the trip for me, right? So joy doesn't have to be those big meaningful events that really just enter into our lives. um every once in a while. Joy is the everyday things, and really focusing on that, redirecting that, what you have in your life and what you're able to do does bring you joy. And if you do find yourself sad because of your situation, um bringing joy back into your life is one of the best ways to really help relieve that sadness. I'm not saying that you're not ever going to feel hurt or disappointment or sadness about your journey going forward, but it's definitely not going to feel all consuming and like your whole life is just revolving around your fertility issues and your scheduled appointments. So make space for that. When you get to a certain point, yes, I do believe that there's a certain point of study and knowledge gaining that you need to do. But there's, especially if you're listening to this podcast, I'm going to sneeze real quick. Sorry. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're in this community, that you're getting the knowledge that you need. And if you don't feel that, then you need to go a little bit deeper with asking questions. So if you don't feel like you're getting the support, especially here in the community, ask questions. It doesn't seem if they seem ridiculous or not. Just ask the questions so you can get the answers that you're looking for. It's really, really important. And this is an aspect, a lot of courses out there just don't have this aspect. So this is a part where you really have to utilize, you have to take control to get those answers, because I'm here for you guys. I'm totally here. And this is what I love doing the most. So yes, that is my soapbox speech for today. Put joy back into your life. Do not underestimate the power that it will have in your healing journey, and just making this fertility journey just a lot more enjoyable, because we got to go through it anyways, right? We're here. We know we've got things to fix. Maybe you want to or need to use medical assistance. We have to get through these things. So let's bring more joy into it so we don't have to look back. I mean, I can look back at several years of my life, and I don't want to say they were a waste. I don't ever want to say that about my life, but wasn't utilizing them the way I could have been utilizing them. That is for damn sure. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you're struggling, pop them in to the community area. Make sure you watch the joy portion of the course again, and really understand that there's, the intuition, the joy, and the subconscious mind portions of the course are just as vital as the gut, the thyroid, and the adrenal. Like, knowing these things and knowing what you need to do is really important. I mean, all of it is important. But yes. All right. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon.